intention is an incredibly great support. It's a reminder. It's a way to reset the mind, to allow these non-dual aspects. So you can have an intention of peace, or an intention of healing, an intention of freedom, or an intention of service, to be there for the other. This is also how the Tibetans move. It's very, very supportive to have some ethics. Otherwise you just get lost in the mind and we're suffering, and the mind can really help and say, okay, I'm in shit right now, I'm having a whammo. This is also the mind. I have the intention to let it go. I remember that there's more than this. I remember that I go down a trauma tunnel. I will wait it out. These are all very, very supportive intentions, but it's still from the mind. And the mind, and it's really important as well, these intentions. He's not talking nonsense, because the mind is such a dragon, and its natural movement is to kind of contract things. But when it's got the right intention, it can really be of service. It can be the door opener. It's like when you name something, you know. It's really, really important when you go into a vump to say, oh, this is my anger. It's mine. I'm experiencing anger. There's anger in me now. The naming is really, really important. But then the beauty of the naming is just there to be able to take off the name then, and to feel the energy, to let the energy move through you, to experience it, to let it tell its story, to listen to it, to sense it, to taste it. So the naming is a very important stage, to name it in order to release it as it moves through. And of course what the mind normally does is it names it and puts it with the other. It puts the cause of it with the other. So I have anger and it's because. Which is totally irrelevant, because if the anger is moving through you anyway have anger. It's enough to just recognize that you have anger. You don't need to say, but it came from Rhonda. It's her fault. It doesn't help. It's already happened. It's already happening. So there's a lot of cruelty and suffering created like this, that this simple inability to name it and to acknowledge that it is here. And we really don't know the causes of our emotions. Not really. There can be triggers, but we don't really know why this blob of energy is releasing in a rageful way at this moment. We can begin to know it in a more subtle way, like this is a familiar flavor of anger, I recognize this. Like from a particular thread of traumas, or this one